Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn thin layer chromatographic technique. Thin layer chromatography (TLC) is an analytical chromatographic technique used for separation and identification of different components of mixture between stationary phase and mobile phase by adsorption and desorption phenomena. This technique can be used to determine the number of components in the mixture, identity of the compounds, purity of the compounds, and monitoring the progress of reaction. TLC is a sensitive technique. Microgram quantities of sample can be analyzed and it takes a little time for analysis. TLC consists of three steps: spotting, development, and visualization. In spotting, first we take here a mixture of two components, that is a para-nitroaniline and para-chloroaniline. First, the sample to be analyzed is dissolved in a volatile solvent to produce a very dilute solution about 1%. The experiment is conducted on a sheet of aluminum foil, plastic or glass which is coated with a thin layer of absorbent material. The material usually used is aluminum oxide, cellulose or silica gel. Generally, silica gel is used as an absorbent material. The powdered side of the silica gel plate is spotted. Lightly draw a pencil line about 1 cm from the one end of the plate. Use a pencil, not a plane, and be careful not scratch the surface of the plate too deeply. Use a fresh fine capillary or micropipette for each spot. Spotting consists of using a fine capillary to transfer a small amount of this dilute solution to TLC plate. Make each point as small as possible, less than about 1 mm diameter. If the spot is much too large, prepare a new plate. And if a spot is small, add more solution. The spotting solvent quickly evaporates and leaves behind a small pot of material. In the development chamber is a small screw capped jar called TLC jar. Place about 2 ml of mobile phase into the chamber. 2 ml is full use of the bulb using the pipette. Place the TLC plate into the jar with spotted side at the bottom. Keep the cap on the jar at all times except when placing the plate into or taking the plate out of the jar. Take a precaution here. The solvent must be below the level of the spot or spotted material will not dissolve in the mobile phase. Plate must stand vertically in the tank and the silica gel must not touch the jar. The solvent must not be allowed to run all of the way of the top of the plate. The development takes a little time. Mobile phase travels up the plate by capillary action. As the solvent travels up the plate, it moves over the original spot. A competition is set up between the silica gel plate and development chamber, that is mobile phase, for the spotted material. Very polar silica gel having a adsorbing force which hold the spot in its original place, and the solvent has a reinforcing force to move the spot along with it as it travels up the plate. The separation outcome depends upon the balance among the three polarities, that of the plate, silica gel, development solvent, that is mobile phase, and spotting material. When the solvent has almost reached the top of the plate, this will use the entire plate and allow for the best possible separation. Then plate is removed and the position of the solvent front marked before the solvent evaporates. The plate is then allowed to dry. In the last step, visualization. After drying, the visualization can be done by two methods. First, by under UV light. Some spot may be very faint The observed spot should be outlined with a pencil. Second method, the plate is then placed into jar containing iodine crystals for a few minutes. Keep the iodine jar capped. Most organic compounds will form a dark colored complex with iodine. The iodine method must be done after UV method because compound may react with iodine, possibly changes the results. This is the developed plate. If development solvent, that is mobile phase, of too high a polarity is used, all components in the mixture will move along with the solvent and no separation will be observed. If mobile phase is of too low polarity, the components will not move enough and again separation will not occur. In practice, different solvents or mixture of solvents are tried until a good separation is observed. The RF value means retardation factor can be calculated using developed TLC plate. The distance traveled by the substance divided by the distance traveled by solvent front. Its value is always between 0 and 1. That's it for this video.